So Donald Trump is now defying the Supreme Court. El Salvador will not be returning Kilmar Abrego Garcia. And Trump is not only refusing to bring him back himself, but he's lying about the Supreme Court ruling, compelling him to do so. And you have Bukele, who says he doesn't have the power to return him to the United States. That's absolute bullshit. All Donald Trump has to do is say, bring him back. And then you have Marco Rubio saying that he was illegal. He was in this country illegally. Well, the courts didn't rule that way. The United States Supreme Court issued the ruling. Trump is required to request the return of the individual to the U.S., and Trump obviously has not done so based on the questions and answers he gave today. Caitlin Collins from CNN said, you said you would return this man if the Supreme Court ruled that way just the other day. And then Donald Trump decided to do what he always does, and he attacked Caitlin Collins and CNN. This is an embarrassment. What type of country are we living in now? Not only do these people not get due process, but if the Supreme Court rules that they didn't get due process and they need to be returned back to this country, the United States president will defy the Supreme Court and put these people into some of the most dangerous and uncomfortable, for lack of a better term, prisons and most high maximum security prisons in the world. And this is the way the president of the United States is behaving and acting. No due process, defying the Supreme Court, defying court judges all over the country. How could anybody be okay with this? I do not recognize the country that I live in anymore. And Donald Trump, once again, does not respect the rule of law. In this case, he doesn't even respect the Supreme Court, and it's stacked with Supreme Court conservative judges. What type of country are we living in? Could you imagine if you are this man's family? Donald Trump is despicable, and he proved it once again this morning.